Willie Contraband here, and welcome to Beyond Duality.
Beyond duality, three eyes in a circle. Willie Contraband, no soul, controversial. Facts on facts, but my name's not Urkel. Hit 'em where it hurts till their heart turns purple. They say they got you.
Woo! Welcome to Beyond Duality, exclusively on the Swim Network. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me in that meditation. Tibetan bowl, sound bowl, singing bowl, my moon phases edition. Holla holla. But yeah, it's good to meditate. It's good to be in silence. It's good to just be. But yeah, welcome to Beyond Duality. I'm Willie Contraband. If you need a personalized reading for your eyes only, check me out right there, williecontraband.com/guidance, and I'll hook you up. Today, let's get right into it. It's Aries season, so it's kind of getting hot. Is that fire coming in? And yeah, we got our full moon in Libra opposing that Aries field area in the celestial sky. It's our first full moon of the year, of the new year. Astrologically speaking, naturally speaking, Mother's Nature New Year, birthday is springtime, at least in the northern hemisphere. This is when everything starts springing up. We get into action. Sorry guys, I'm hot. That fire is coming in. There's a lot of planets in Aries. We got Jupiter, we got the Sun, we got Chiron in Aries, and the moon is opposing all this energy. And right next to Aries and Taurus, we got Venus, Mercury, Uranus, and the North Node, which is wild. So this next week is gonna be a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. Things are gonna come into culmination. Libra is also about balance. So things that probably have been crazy this past season, whether it was Pisces season or the last 3 months, might start leveling out a little bit, but not so smoothly. Also, I would say there's healing that's going to be happening where Jupiter and Chiron, they're pretty close to each other. Chiron and the Sun are conjoined right now, conjuncted, so they're together, and it's bringing emphasis on healing, and healing through self, and also healing in relationships, whether it's romantic relationships or friendships or your family type of relationships, your parents or cousins or siblings, aunt, uncles. It's time to heal a lot of things, and I feel like this full moon's gonna bring to the surface a lot of things that maybe we haven't been paying attention to, or maybe we've been unbalanced in things that we've been not so in a good place with, like in terms of overindulgence, maybe, because this moon's opposing Jupiter. So Jupiter enhances things, it expands things, amplifies things, and what's going on right now with all this Aries and Taurus energy, and all this is going to be opposing the moon for the next 6-7 days, right? And about 6 days. And we're going to be dealing with a lot of things that we have to face. The sun brings light to things. It enlightens, right? So what I would say, when the sun is opposing the moon, which gives us this full moon vibes, full moon energy, but right there with Chiron and Jupiter, like, this is intense, this is very, like, you can't look away from this. You can't just turn your cheek the other way. You can't just, think you're gonna sweep stuff under the rug, right? Because Aries season doesn't allow for that. Aries season, it's like, shit is gonna come up. And you're not gonna be able to hide it. And Libra's also about fairness and justice and diplomacy and morally living righteously. You know what I'm saying? So with Libra, it's like, it's here to kind of justify all the things we've been going through the last few months, especially things that maybe we were going through, I would say, before December. So from December of 2022 to about June of 2022. So yeah, almost like about a year ago, about 9 months ago, that whole span of time, what were things that you were going through? Try to look back and see, what is it that Jupiter's touching right now? What is Jupiter in your chart touching? Jupiter being in Aries is also emphasizing like self-love or paying attention to self more, where Aries is the first sign, and since there was no sign before Aries is like, brings the natural leader energy, and therefore when it's signs or planets in the sign of Aries, it's about me, it's about it's about the one person, the ego, right? And ego, every time people hear ego, it sounds like it's bad or something, right? But there is such thing as healthy ego, and right now that's what we need to find. And the thing about ego, how it connects to healing, is that ego is what helps you protect yourself. Ego is what helps you survive in certain situations or when you're feeling a certain way. But getting to a point of a healthy ego, right? It's like, how can we heal thy ego? Because that's what healthy is. Healthy is heal thy. So to heal thy ego, what does that look like? And that's the relationship with self that needs to be healed. And the thing is, we also heal through others, and that's where Libra comes in. Where Aries is about I, right? About me, the ego. Libra is where that ego starts to get balanced and starts to, embody more spiritual, beyond physical attributes, right? With Libra being air, something that we all need to live, but we can't touch, we can't hold it, right? So coming back to the healing aspect, how to heal thyself, how to heal thy ego, how to heal each other, or how to heal self through each other, right? There's certain people in our lives, or certain people that we meet, that we build certain bonds and connections with, and these things bring a sense of healing, right? It brings energy that could fill some empty gaps. There's people that you'll connect to on your journey that are going through similar things that you're going through, or have gone through things that you have gone through, and you could finally feel like you're understood. You could finally feel like you're not alone. And that's what this brings. You know, this energy brings us, in a way, being vulnerable to what is best, what is best, what is best for self. And that comes with relationships, and relationships that are healthy for us, and relationships that might not be healthy for us, right? This comes with, you know, shining the light on our wounds and being able to talk about the things that we are hurt about. You know, this is also a chance to really re-identify or redefine ourselves. The I. Who is I? I am. Who am I? Who you be? You know? There's a lot of emphasis on that right now. And it's a fine line too, with all this Aries energy, because you still have to walk the fine line of your relationships and not making your relationships all about yourself, right? You still have to be mindful, Libra, of others while you're enhancing yourself. And this all at the same time is happening with Venus, Uranus, Mercury, North Node, and Taurus, where that's shaking up our world, shaking up the way we think, shaking up the way we live, you know, the way we feel, where's our value in things, especially on the 3D level. So as our world is being shaken up right now during this full moon, and you know, things are starting to become evident of how the world is changing. How do we find ourselves in this? How do we redefine ourselves while the world is being redefined for us? You know, when it comes to the collective, we're all fucked up for the most part. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of open, unhealed wounds. We're still coming out of the 2020 catastrophe with these past 2-3 years of how life has changed. You know, we don't even realize yet all the issues we're gonna have. Mental health issues, emotional issues, mental unstableness, you know, people not knowing themselves or not knowing how to interact with others, which is important right now, because there is a way to heal through others and with others and heal in community. So the world's changed a lot. We all have changed a lot, even if it doesn't seem like it. This is a time to reflect the last 2-3 years. And see the things that we don't want to see. We have to heal. That's all it's about. This is about healing. We still have a lot going on in Pisces, where Pisces, we got Saturn We got Neptune. Then we got a couple asteroids in there. I won't go into that, but just with Neptune and Saturn, it's letting us know there can't be an illusion to the shadow work. You can't cut corners, especially now that Saturn's in Pisces. I'm gonna make a whole nother video of Saturn in Pisces later, but there's no cutting corners, and it's not an illusion no more of being spiritual and doing shadow work and healing your wounds and doing it for the blogs, doing it for the gram, you know, just for other people could think you're actually healing and doing what you gotta do. This is about to put everybody on blast, if you want me to be honest. It's gonna show. It's gonna show for sure. And that's what happens. It's if you're not being your authentic, genuine self, and then you start running into other people that have been doing the work, they're gonna mirror back to you whether if you have done the work or haven't. And you might not like that, especially if you haven't done the work and you're acting like you have. So I would say just do the work. This is a great time also to, you know, clear things out in terms of friendships, maybe relationships, like one-on-one relationships. Clear things out, whether it's actually cutting off relationships, cutting off friendships, or whatever type of relationship it is, or changing the dynamics in those relationships, you know, and making sure that it's balanced. This is about Libra, you know, that it is fair, that you're not over extorting yourself, you know, and the other part of the relationship is underserving you. I don't know about that. That's not gonna help to heal, you know. So that's major, you know. This is time to put intent into how you want you and your life to be, not anybody else. Even though it's Libra and it has to do with relationships, but it starts with you, because you are gonna attract always what you are. And that's why Aries is, you know, the solo dolo natural born leader, that it doesn't know anything else but itself. There's no other thing that came before it. It was the first. So putting yourself first, you know, especially now where we're healing and Jupiter's in Aries. We're not gonna get this for another 11, 12 years. You know, we're never gonna get the same moment again. With, you know, Jupiter and Chiron in Aries, where it's giving us opportunity to heal our traumas and wounds and things that might be even generational through self. We don't gotta go out into the spirit world or looking into others to find ourselves. This is giving you opportunity to change patterns. And also this is for the rest of the year, so there's things to clear out, because then we have our new moon coming, which is the second new moon in Aries, I believe. I think so, yeah. We have 2 new moons in Aries back to back, so this is the window, and make sure you make it through. Make sure you put your foot in there and get through the threshold before the window closes. You know, nothing's forever. Energies, especially celestially in the sky, don't come around so often like this. You know, these are times that no matter how crazy and bad it is, we're lucky to be alive in these times. You know, we're gonna be able to tell our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren that we lived in these times. But yeah, I hope I covered everything. Yeah, and for my returning subscribers, people that have been rocking with me this whole time, still coming back after all this time, just know it's all love, and I appreciate you, and I'm gonna get this right. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna more than ever in these times, I need to give this knowledge out. I need to give this information out. But no, I've been building. You know, you could look at my videos from years ago. I manifested everything I have now. You know, the businesses that I have, the lifestyle that I have. And it came with sacrifices. And unfortunately, one of the sacrifices was astrology, for the most part, at least for what I give to the public, you know. But yeah, I'm here in my new commercial property, in my office. We got 1,700 square feet of commercial space, and I'm just here doing the damn thing, you feel me? Like building and trying to bring people together, bring community together in the physical level and on the digital. So it's a lot. I just want to let y'all know I love y'all, and I'm doing my best, and we're gonna keep doing our best. You heard? I love you all, and I love yourself. Much peace, much love, and just keep swimming, baby.
Got you thinking that I'm dying, quoting all my songs, telling you that I'm lying. Don't ignore the truth, cause the truth will always find you. No matter where you go, is